From that side, please.
Sometimes I really wonder if I'm as much of a technology person, but internet definitely fails, even though we are technology people. All right. So it's good to see a lot of parents. It's actually your children's day, and Silver Oaks, which has been a pioneer in the IB and the play method of teaching learning, is something that you are experiencing, and we hope we'll continue to do that. And I think I completely agree with her in terms of making children independent. It's a little scary, but I guess we need to do it because ultimately they need to be fending for themselves. There's one more word which I'd like to bring in here, which is interdependence, because ultimately we are all going to be together, and therefore we need to be interdependent. So I recognize the fact that there is something that you bring to the table, there's something that I bring to the table, and we work together to make this world a better place to live in. Okay. But the most important thing is for us to see it in our children, and then sometimes we tend to lose the focus, and there's every likelihood that, oh, I need to help my kid. I need to, if I don't help, who will help, will be the way. Be judicious about it. Continue to be in touch with the school authorities. They see children, you see your child. There's a little difference in that. And in that sense, by stepping back a little, I think you will do much good for your children than just making them your children alone. Thank you so much, and let's watch what they have for us rather than talking all the time. Thank you.
Now I want to introduce Gayatri ma'am. She's the chief guest for the evening. So Gayatri ma'am is the CEO and founder of Buzzing Bee, has carved a niche in the venture by bringing together her passion for learning, teaching, and also, maintaining a healthy lifestyle for the young ones. Buzzing Bee started in 2018 with just 3 kids, and now more than 4,000 families are associated with it, and it's still counting. She is also the recipient of US Presidential Award for her contribution in the field of education. Gayatri ma'am is also a parent coach, a memory trainer, a parent trainer, and also an emotional intelligence trainer. Ma'am, can you come up on the stage, please, and share your experience and few words with us? A please round of applause for her. Thank you.
Good evening, dear parents. Thank you, Yagna, for having me here. Hello, Pradeep, sir. Very nice to meet you here. And hi, my parents. To be here, first eligibility that I got is I'm a parent myself. I have 2 boys who are 17 and 12 years old, and that is why I could actually carve a career for myself. So I always introduce myself like, you might have met many mothers who always say that they couldn't work because they became mothers. But I am very, very proud to say that I have a career today only because I'm a mother. Because the experiences a mother faces at home can teach her a lot of things. So for me, my kids taught me persistence, patience, organization, and everything which was never in my dictionary before. Why? Because children learn by seeing us. We can tell them 1,000 things, 2,000 things, but if we don't follow them, they would never learn anything. That was the realization when I got okay, I'm telling them a lot of things, but if I don't do it, they're not going to learn any time. So that's when I started changing. So I always say, in this 5-6 years of experience of being in this parenting field and education field, right, lot of parents come to me saying one challenge, what you all face. I really don't want to be a monologue here. What is one challenge that you all face as parents? Feeding them, okay? I think you are, Yagna, you're very lucky. You don't have parents who have parenting challenges. No answers here. Screen time, yes. How many of your kids are asking for mobile right now? Most of them, right? So, and my child doesn't listen to me. Right? So if we are not able to manage one or two children at home, so imagine the plight of the teachers who manage children, like how Pradeep sir said, we manage child, they manage children. Right? So what is that we could do a little differently? I wouldn't say like, we all have to become child psychologists to make our children listen to us. See, parenting is the most difficult job because whatever we buy, even a simple pen that we buy comes with a manual. You can Google how to fix this refill into a pen. That is where we have reached out. Our smartness has reached out to these days, right? But children don't come with a manual. Even if they come with a manual, today we learn about our child, tomorrow they behave differently. Or internet has some other strategy, okay, to some extent, like, we will read about rewards chart, give them stickers for their good behavior. And after 2 months, you read upon Google, oh, rewards don't work with children. Right? We all face that. Then what do? We all want our children to listen to us. No, you don't want your children to listen to you? Oh, this is the first set of crowd that I am seeing who don't have parenting challenges, who don't want their children to listen to them. They listen to you. Awesome. They don't, okay? This is reality for me. If children are listening to you, or if children say that, Mama, you are the best, then you are doing something wrong. If children say, hey, you are the bad mother, whole world doesn't have a problem, only you have a problem, then you are doing something right. When do they say my mom is the best? Okay, whenever they want phone, you give them the phone. Whenever they want to buy little Kinder Joy, you buy them Kinder Joy. You want their iPad, you give them. Then the mothers are the best. Right? That's why they like the dads. Because very less time they spend at home, and we become the black sheep at home, right? Because we are the one who's always saying, no, eat healthy food, study for a little while, do your homework, don't watch TV, come back home on time, right? So how do we get to listen to them? According to me, it is only one thing that we could do if we want to listen to them. If we want them to listen to us. So how many of you follow all these God gurus like Sadhguru, any of the motivational speakers online? Anybody, any name? Many of us follow, right? Is there anything that they say that is we are not aware? Mostly our parents or elders in the house would have said the same thing, right? But we tend to listen to somebody who we believe that they are good in it, because we have that emotional reasoning or emotional connect towards them, and that's why we tend to listen to them but not to our parents. But how about we connect emotionally with our children, and when that emotional connect is made between the parent and the child, children tend to listen to us. Right? How do we make that emotional connect? And we all have a problem with our children watching screen. But let me ask you very honestly, how many of us are addicted to screen? Right? So, can we expect our children not to watch screen? No, right? So, we want them to empower. We want them to be independent, like how today's theme is all about. We want them to have that gratitude. We want them to be independent. We want them to be interdependent. We want them to be intelligent. We want them to be smart. We want them to be happy. That's all we want as parents. But without that emotional connect within the families, whatever we do, they will not be able to pursue it to a larger level. But how do we connect emotionally to them? Right? So most of the times what is happening is we tell them something, they don't listen to us. But how we tell them is the fact, right? We are watching our screen, the child is engrossed in their screen. Hey, go take out your toys. I am watching my screen, the child is engrossed into something. After few minutes, we also forgot what we told the child. The child has never even listened to us to forget about it, right? That has not even gone inside. So simple. Put away your things. Go to the child's level. So if the child is busy playing, right? So lift their chin gently up, look into their eyes and say that, hey, I'm telling you something. It hardly takes like extra 2 minutes. And whatever we do today, we are busy with our careers, we have only 24 hours, everything. But what are we doing? Why are we doing all that hard work we are doing? To give a better future for our children. But if we cannot give a good foundation today, there's no point in giving a better future. Right? So that 2 minutes to give a eye contact to the child and make the child listen goes a very, very long way, and you're connecting emotionally with the child. And second, how many of us spend quality time with the child? When I say quality time, without laptop, without your phone, without WhatsApp, without any screen form. Right? So why I clearly mention is, many times when I come across parents, right? No ma'am, my son doesn't watch. We don't give phone at all. Later, after 10 minutes into the conversation, I get to know that child watches a lot on laptop. My son never has watched Doraemon, but something else. Right? So clear off all your screen factor, any form of the screen, and then interact with the child. And last but not the least, and the most effective one to connect with your child, and the best age is preschool age, is to read to the child. I am a very, very big fan of reading loud with your children, because that is the only way that both of us, because stories are very, very interesting for human generation, not just for children, right? So that is the reason our Hollywood, Bollywood, Tollywood, any wood that we take is running into crores because of the stories. We are humans are connected to stories. It's very, very easy for our children to connect to us through stories. I don't come across any child who would say like, I don't like to read a story. But again, it depends on how we read a story to the child. So suppose we have a 3-year-old, you bring Panchatantra and start reading to the child with lot of morals, and then I'm like, okay, whole day these parents are always lecturing me, and now even in a story they're lecturing me. Right? So read it fun, make it fun every single day just before going to bed. That will connect you emotionally to the child and also eases you out. So there are so many things that we come across as adults, like it's quite stressful throughout the day. But that 20 minutes that you're reading to a child, your child on your lap, engrossed into a story, imagine how beautiful that day is going to end for you both. And the child is going to sleep in that note where you're cuddling the child. That physical touch you give your child just before going to sleep makes him forget the rest of the day, have a peaceful day. And we all know how important sleep is. Right? So he wakes up to a beautiful morning. So we all can understand and benefit that 20 minutes for both of us. So I hope you all will think through where you're making the mistakes of in this parenting journey. Because we, as I said, we don't have to become child psychologists. All they need is just few minutes of attention from us without any deviation. Connect, ask them how their day was, how your day was, tell them how your day was. That way you know both of your worlds together, and that's how you end your day and wake up to a beautiful morning. And when you wake up, if you're happy, the whole day stays happy. Right? So happy parenting, happy emotionally connecting with your child. I can keep talking about parenting forever, but I really don't want to bore you guys because I'm sure you all are waiting for your children's performances. So enjoy the performance and happy connecting. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. It was lovely. I know you parents are eagerly waiting for the program to start, so we will right away get into the program. But just a small request. I request all of you to sit through the program till the end, because our children, our teachers have put up a really, really hard work. and they have been practicing for days. But yes, today I can't say anything because the atmosphere is completely different. They might get distracted seeing the parents in front, but whatever little they do on the stage, I'm sure it is going to be lovely. Right? So enjoy your evening. I would like to call upon Krish on the stage to give the welcome speech.